Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Attack on Titan, you guys. Oh my lord, I'm hot off the heels of my last reaction, and let me tell you, I am feeling emotional right now. So if you're joining me early today, you already know what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So, all right. I do want to take a moment to just... I've calmed down a little bit, and I will just say about the Eren situation, because you guys know I was very mad at Eren when I finished my last reaction, which was like 5 minutes ago. I've had a chance to kind of breathe, collect myself, have a snack. And I will say that if, let's just, I was very angry at him, but if you really did come to an understanding that the people closest to you had no true feelings for you, that it was all a lie, I mean, I suppose you would. You would feel pretty lost and alone and angry. But the whole thing about always hating Mikasa, how could he... That scene where he just like, you remember the scene I'm talking about? I really need to be more specific here. But the scene where they're having the big battle and he just puts the scarf around her, and it's just such a good scene. That kind of, feeling, like I can't believe that he's always hated her. No. But if he's lashing out because he knows about the Ackermans and, I can see how that would leave someone feeling very bad. It's the nicest thing I can say about Eren right now for going for the throat with my Mikasa and beating and hurting my baby boy Armin. Anyone else, I would not tolerate it. I really think that Eren is doing... In Eren's mind, Eren is the good guy. We'll put it that way. And that's like, I think, to agree that's any, kind of good villain. But, Eren is seeing this from the perspective of he's trying to do what he can to save people and do the right thing, and he was lied to, I guess he feels like, about his friendships. The Armin thing's really flimsy though, because Armin, that was more recent. Like his whole argument with Armin was, well, you're compromised now because you have Bertholdt in there. But that doesn't explain their friendship for all those years before that. Mikasa, you can explain away. You can't explain away Armin. And you can't even explain away Mikasa. I'm getting into it again. I will reserve my full frustration and anger for the time being. There is still a very small, hopeful, naive, summer child part of me that is hoping that was some kind of ruse from Eren, and he was like, we'll get to see it, and he was really doing something or planning something epic during that whole scene, and none of that, he didn't mean any of it, and oh god, I would love that. I just don't think that this is not that kind of show, you know what I mean? And Eren, to be fair, Eren's never been like a best boy, And maybe some people have thought of him that way, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to disagree, but in my opinion, they've never pulled punches with us about who Eren is. You know, like when Mikasa thinks back to some of his more violent behaviors and everything. It's a lot, it's easier to see how he went down this path. As hard as it is to accept. So moving on, because this whole topic just frustrates me now, and I have not had enough snacks to be able to fully calm down about it. So I'm just going to move on to a different topic. Levi, though. Levi. And you know what, though? I can see where they're going with this, because they're about to embark on a big backstory for Zeke now. A big tragic backstory. And they're not even going to let me enjoy the butt whooping that Levi is laying down on him. And you know what, show, just let me have just a little something. It's all I'm asking for. And they're like, nah, you thought that was cool, huh, with Levi? Oh, we're gonna come in and we're gonna make it all shades of gray for you. We're gonna make it so that you can't root for anyone hurting Zeke. And I'm not rooting for anyone to hurt Zeke. I'm just saying it was a pretty epic moment. All right, guys. I have no idea what's going to happen now. I mean, the Jaegerists are in control of everything now. We saw that in that lovely scene with Floke. All right, guys. I'm putting it on the table now. I'm still going to hope for a hopeful ending to this. I have to. I have to hope for a hopeful ending. I don't think it's going to be a happy ending. I don't know who we're going to lose, who's going to make it out. But I have to believe, like Levi, we came all this way for this, you know, for Eren to turn on the people he loves. And I have to hope for something better. So, that being said, what do you say we go ahead and get started with the next episode? Let's go. Huh? Whoa. Oh. Wow. How can oh god. Here we go again. Social dance club. It's a very important dance. But we know that the dad didn't even really believe that. Okay. Oh, the Cat House book sounds much nicer than the book we were just reading. Okay, and that's what he believed. Whether or not that was true, I really still don't know. Oh! Oh, is this where the baseball thing came from? Oh my god, this is where the baseball thing came from. I just realized it. Really? Oh. Ksaver. Okay. Oh. I'm so sad to know where his... You just know this is going to be a sad story, too, because it ends with him eating this man. Oh. That's why they've been pushing him. Yeah, we know, Grisha was just, just kind of, raise him with a purpose here. Oh, man. Oh, poor Zeke. Oh, Grisha. Oh, he's gonna, now that he knows what they're really up to, he's just gonna, oh, this poor, oh my God, they're just gonna make me adore baby Zeke, aren't they? That's what this is all. Yeah, really? You know, Grisha's kind of a jerk here. Oh my Lord. Grisha was not Father of the Year. Can we all agree? And this guy was probably more of a dad to him. Wow, that's probably the first time he's ever heard that. Oh, so this guy gets it. This guy's so... He's not into the whole hate and violence thing. He just wanted answers. Wow, no kidding. Dude, you said it. It is a true rarity. Uh-oh. Yeah, we know that he turned them in, so what's... he's like, owl sounds familiar. If your small child is coming to you and telling you that... Oh, Grisha's just... Yeah, he's... Gee, Grisha reminds me of someone, Eren. I get that. I get that. I really do. But this is your child. Uh-oh. I don't... Oh, you shouldn't have... Uh-oh. That's true. God, he's writing away. But this is your child, though. Oh my God, you guys. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. Because change doesn't come without sacrifice. It's true. It comes at a cost. You're not going to have the model life and be able to make change too. Big change, world-changing change. But on the other hand, how do you sit here and watch this guy just belittle his child? Like, I just, oh, God. Why does this show make me feel things? And I think it comes back around to what I was asking about earlier. How do you start to make that kind of earth-shattering change in a way that also doesn't just turn you into something that you shouldn't become? And I can see now the similarities between Eren and Grisha. I really can see it. Especially now that we're getting to see younger Grisha and older Eren. It's like the face is... I'm sure, I mean, yes, we're seeing a flashback, but it really is good for the story as well that we're seeing them, like, at a close age so that we can get the full weight of their similarities. I don't know what... I can't sit here and say, stop, what you're doing is wrong, because it's not wrong. It's not wrong to fight to change something like that's just so awful in the world. But just why? But just at your child's expense. I mean, Grisha in particular just seems like that's all he cares about with his child. And I know that's probably not true, but much like someone else I know, Eren, he's just so laser focused on this goal that it doesn't matter what's in his path, you know? Zeke's childhood, whatever. This is, this is for his future too. But, okay, so clearly something went very wrong because he does end up turning them in. But now he is fighting kind of for that same cause, right? I'm sorry. My stomach is growling. My stomach is particularly upset at the events of this episode, and I have not snacked enough to just make it calm down. I do apologize for the sound effects. Let's read. Because you know what, guys? I'm just going in circles now. I'm just going in circles. This is what happens when I watch 2 episodes of this one day. One episode sets me off enough. All right. Titan research. Research concerning the unique power of subjects of Ymir to become Titans, a field of study since the era of the Eldian Empire. It encompasses not only the biology of Titans themselves, but also the ideologies of Eldians who possess the power and how to deal with them. Though researched extensively over many years, the truth of Titans still remains a mystery. So, in other words, you know, they're still continuing to research this, but at the same time, I do get the feeling that, like, what we're reading in the history books, like, how accurate is that? Because I don't know if it's like what Grisha is saying, that, like, no, the Ymir would never do that. But, like, what do we really know? We don't really know anything. We know Ymir touched something. That's kind of what we know. That's pretty vague. I mean, we know more than that. I mean, clearly there's detailed accounts of, like, the Eldians did this, and the subjects of Ymir did this, but it does kind of leave you wondering what really happened, you know? I like this one guy. The baseball guy, I'm sorry, I already forgot his name. They're going to say it again, don't worry. Ksaver? Was that it? I feel like he's being more of a dad to Zeke right now. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Because I'll just circle around. Oh, he told him. Oh, dang it. But he has no love for their methods either, but nobody wants to get caught. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, but he... He's not wrong. I don't know if that's true, but they certainly have sacrificed his sense of self. Oh, man. Oh, and he's those eyes are dead. He's got dead eyes. Oh, and here's the other little troop. Wait, is he the one? Really? I wonder if the little interludes are his research. Because of the Titan power. Wow, so it's not just a destruction thing. Oh my! Oh, now there's a thought. Oh dear. Is that what, oh my, is this what we're really after? That's dark. That's dark. But it's probably true. I mean, that they could do that. Oh no. And he was found out. Oh. Oh! Mother of God! Oh. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. He's enjoyed parts. Oh my God! You're kind of... You're proving his point, though. You're proving his point. Oh my God, Zeke, is this what you're really after? So when he says free all Eldians, he means make them go extinct? Oh. Okay, so that's what they were talking about. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. It's a euthanization plan, guys. It's like genocide. They're wiping out. Oh my Lord. Father. He considers him his father. Okay, so then Zeke was being honest. There it is. That father. He doesn't even consider him like us. So he was, yeah, he was being upfront about that. Okay, so this was the full plan. This is the full plan. Oh. Yes, I do recall that memory. Right. Dark but true. He doesn't. Okay, he's... Oh, well that's... Oh my! That's their plan, is to wipe out all of the Eldians. Wow. Oh, and Zeke just... Oh, he just... For the first time in a very long time, he has someone. Oh, dear. Guys. Oh. But this is not... Oh, my God. See, now I... You know what, though? But now I'm not... Now, Levi, I'm not... Oh, God, that's how they're seeing this from the cruel world. And that's what this is all about. Oh! Oh! Uh-oh! Nope, you're not going to leave me there. Nope. Nope. No. No. You're not going to do that to me. This show's put me through a lot, you guys. It's put me through a lot. And that's just going to end. So let's review. Again. They're going to save, quote unquote, all the children that may have been born Eldian from suffering. They're going to save the world from Titan domination. They're going to do away with all of it. Oh my, we are just getting an awful lot of very different perspectives on what it means to change the world, you guys. We're just getting an awful lot of and I have to say, this is the darkest plan. This is the worst one we've had to date. But if you're looking at it from their perspective, we couldn't get any answers on how to do this when we were brainstorming with Armin, with Mikasa. This is a terrible answer, but this is an answer. Oh, God. So, I have to say, I wondered about this. Because with Zeke, we know he turned in the parents, and I'm like, but all of a sudden he wants to save Eldians? All of a sudden he cares about paradise? Like, all of a sudden, like, no, something doesn't add up about that. And we know that Grisha was awful to him. Like, we already kind of knew that Grisha was not Father of the Year. We knew that from before. But I was just really confused up to this point on what Zeke's motives were. Because if he did turn in his parents and everything, but clearly we know now and we see from his past, as they're starting to tell it, that he doesn't ignore the terrible things that Eldians are put through. So how would you reconcile that? You know, like, and this is his answer. His answer is to euthanize Eldians. So just to be clear, does he want to make it so that they can't have children, or does he just want to wipe out all the Eldians? Because euthanization sounds like he wants to put them all to death. But he also mentioned, like, can you just make it so that they can't bear children? So maybe his plan is to make it so that they can't bear children, and just in a generation's time, this will all be over. But I mean, the word euthanization, though, implies something different. So that would mean everyone. That would mean all of the people in the walls. They're all subjects of Ymir. All the people in the camps. I don't even think we know, like, who on the show do we even know that, like, isn't like I mean, Nicolo, I think, is not an Eldian. He's just like a Marleyan. Some of the volunteers, but I mean, like, just about everyone else you could think of, they are all Eldian. They all hail from... Wow, okay. Yeah, guys. It's dark. It's really dark. No, they can't. No. There has to be another way, right? There has to be another way. There has to be another way. I know to say there's another way when we look at the world in this story as it is, that the entire world hates, despises Eldians so much. I don't know, but I don't know what that answer looks like. And I don't think anyone else does either. So then what was the rumbling and all that? Because he comes in and he makes it sound like, oh, we're going to take back the world for the Eldians. But that was never his plan. That was never his plan. Oh my God. And who's gonna stop them? Who's gonna stop them? They're gonna use the Titan power to make sure there are no more Titans. And I will give them this. The Titans are incredibly dangerous. And yes, they have been used for all kinds of destruction. Whatever you want to believe about what those history books, you know, whether they were factual or not, you can look at modern day history in this. You can look at social studies in the current world that we're in this story. And yes, the Titans are being used as a very destructive force. But did Ksaver teach us nothing? That, like, they can be used for other things. They could be used to cure disease. It does not have to be destructive, but I feel like a power that great, it's always going to be used for destruction. I can, for a split second, see the reasoning that power is too great to exist. I can see that reasoning for a split second. However, you cannot do that. You cannot euthanize an entire people. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. They can't do that. They're not going to do that, are they? Don't tell me. But who's going to stop them? Who's going to stop them? I can tell you one thing right now. Eren and Zeke have this plan, and there is a lot of reason for for both Marley and Paradise to not want that. Oh, I'm sorry, that's my tummy. There's a lot of reason. I mean, for one thing, well, we know the Marleyans, and that's not a good situation, but the Marleyans do want their power. So they're not going to want that. Even though, despite the hate and prejudice, like, they're getting something out of it. Except that we know they might not be getting something out of it that much longer. The world's already kind of surpassed them in technology, and the Titans are kind of losing their usefulness by the day. Not a good reason, but a reason. And clearly, like, Paradise isn't going to want it. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God, you guys. Wow. I just felt angry at the end of the last episode. This time I just feel speechless. I'm just trying to like think of what we're going to do. What are they going to do? I don't know. I do not know. And we have how many episodes to resolve it? Let's see. That was episode 15. Assuming this is like a 24 episode season. We've got what? 10 episodes? All right, guys, I need a snack. I can't even fully process what this means right now. I'm going to have to dwell on this for a while to fully be like, oh my Lord, this is what, but on just the surface. Oh my goodness, tummy, stop. And now it's just mocking me. I am so sorry. It's so embarrassing to have my tummy hurt in these videos. I cannot help it. I could eat something, but I did eat something. It's still growling. Anywho, let's wrap this up, guys. All right. We'll see what happens. Also, just to comment a little bit on Ksaver, and we got to meet him or get to know him more in this episode. I know he was the one who said turn in your parents and everything, and he made some decent points. Like, they used him greatly. Nothing he said was untrue. But besides that instance, I do find it very interesting that, like, his past is very interesting to me because he did have such a horrible, traumatic, violent experience in his past, you know? Yeah, for someone who went through that, he seemed so, you know, he didn't take that and want to, like, hurt anyone else with it. You know what I mean? I feel like when we see, like, a tragic past on this show, in a lot of cases, it's like this kind of drove the cycle more and more. And he just, like, he had no interest in that cycle. For someone who lost his family because of who he was an Eldian, in such a horrible, violent way, it didn't motivate him at all to try and, like, do anything violent and turn about it, you know? Aside from, you know, I mean, he did become a warrior, but we know he became the warrior to do research. He just wanted answers, you know? He just wanted answers. But having gone through a difficult past himself, Zeke, upon hearing that, was just like, we have to stop being. So, but guys, they can't do this though. But they're not really gonna follow through on this. This isn't a solution. This is not. It takes care of the problem, but you're wiping out everyone. You can't do that. That's not a solution, guys. In a very broad sense, it takes care of some of the problems, but no, that cannot be the only way. That cannot be the only way. Is that the only way? It's not the only way. All right, guys. I can't wait to see what's going to happen, but I'm upset and I'm hungry and I need to go. And nobody wants to hear my tummy growl anymore. So, all right, I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. That was brutal to watch poor Zeke have the worst childhood ever, and you can get his reasoning, you know? Yeah, you can get when you see it through his eyes, but I mean, no, but they can't do this. All right, guys, as always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. I need you. We will watch it, get through it, figure it out, all the above together. Bye for now, guys.